Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate. Food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died or fed millions. With soul food flow that stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James L. Jones, the ever living.
It's week 12 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Buccaneers and the Saints, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading them out, a player who led the league in passing and interceptions in his final season in Tampa. But, of course, he knows this franchise he's facing well. He was the first overall pick by the Bucs in 2015. Jameis Winston. And some room to work. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
One of the good things offenses did years ago was they lettered their gaps the same on each side. A gap between guard and center on either side. That's what you want to control when you're trying to run the ball up the middle.
And why is that?
Because typically you either have a big nose guard in there in an odd front, three-man front, or you have defensive tackles that might line up in the A-gaps trying to gain an advantage and get upfield themselves. If you can control that, it gives the back plenty of space to pick it up.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! They get the stop defensively, force the punt, they score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. You know, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back to the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And their second attempt here, the first drive, stalled and they punted.
Time to break some things out, I think, in the playbook. Now that they've gotten out there, getting settled a little bit, let's see if they open things up. Maybe try and get the ball in the hands of the guys who can get the ball into the end zone. They're playmakers.
Good like that. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch.
Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. There's Chris Olave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Winston on target to Olave for the Saints first. Jameis to throw it. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Winston. Thomas has got it, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4th down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hardy. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message is
Hurts fumbles it. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. To throw is Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Saints are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he really grabbed them without the lead. After 1, 7-0 on the Ace. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Winston now. And this time he is in. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Hurts. It's caught by Mike Evans. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. The Bucs at 500, sitting at 5-5. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Hurts. Pressure comes and down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Deontay Hardy deep for New Orleans. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing. Winston. Forced out to his left. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Run, they're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 40-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Winston. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So out come the Bucs now. And Charles, what a battle this is within the division because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record,
Head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker, so the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage, they can often throw it over your head.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for third. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Throwing right, and that's complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one is incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. So So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
From the 29, Hurts. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. Flush to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Eluding the pressure right. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points. But that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's got White here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So here are the Saints to take over. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Winston. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his throw is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw again. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
They'll look to throw again. And a dump off to White. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. This is caught by Evans. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards. And an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Buying time to his left. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Hurts to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll go with a big back Fournette, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down, and the Saints will have the football back. First down, Winston. And incomplete on the deep ball. 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. This one taken in by Olave. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. Rolling to his right.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Jameis again. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Mike Edwards puts it on. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
I think this is very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. He scored on a punt return, and now he scored through the air.
And the Buccaneers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the opponents. And the lead is now 14-10. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw is Winston.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Levante David.
And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. After the sack on 1st down, Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Winston and the Saints now.
Down 21-10. A minute 44 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance.
Winston's throw caught by Olave.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. To throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Carlton Davis picks it.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you see?
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Hardy set to return. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
It's complete. Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. This is caught. It's Hardy. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 10 seconds to go. Off the play fake, Winston. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house. So a 4th quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
Certainly agree with that, man.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, for the park and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching her, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt the break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best. And I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. I'm really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow. She can hang it up just like a telephone. Stick me up with the cost 10K to let it come see it. Hands out here, make it come treat it. Spin, make it come beat it. I want the new in the machine out. Jewelry be caught like the temperature 0. I'm the boys, they call me the hero. Heavy then they know what I be on. I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody way, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani Adebayo, Yani again hits. This goes so hard even the